Hey, Tara Cherie here with you, coming to you live from my home office to discuss secret number 2 with you today, which is how to increase your endurance and hydrate faster. So, hydration is essential to athletic performance, which most of us know. When you have a small reduction in body fluids, even like 5%, it doesn't even have to be that much, it can actually decrease your endurance, your reaction time, and or your concentration time, and leading to poor performance. Okay? So the level of activity is directly correlated to environmental conditions, including heat, humidity, wind, etc. It also is in correlation with the amount that we sweat. So we need to consider this before, during, and after a workout. Okay? So when you drink more water, it can be effective, okay, as well as sports drinks without all the added sugars and such. So make sure you know what it is that you're doing. We do have a product inside of the company that I work with that I will be sharing with you after secret number 7. So stay tuned to learn more about that and what that could potentially mean. But if you carefully do your research, meaning you really know what you're doing, then when you consume that, that should help keep you hydrated, okay? There are certain sports drinks that contain 6 to 8% of carbs, which is actually more effective than just drinking water alone. This is also included after Secret 7, okay? So make sure, definitely stay tuned. So you want to make sure that you're doing this in order to maintain workouts, especially workouts that are longer than 60 minutes in duration. 60 minutes is the magic number here. That's because this is less upsetting to the stomach and it's quickly absorbed to accelerate and propel hydration, okay? When you're looking at whether or not you're hydrated or not, really consider your urine, okay? I know, this is a video, why am I talking about urine? Well, because urine's a good indicator whether or not you're hydrated, okay? So if it's clear or it's like a light yellowish color, then you know you're hydrated. But if it's a medium yellow to a dark yellow, you really need to make sure you're hydrating, because that's how injuries occur and poor reaction time occurs, and so many of the other things that we just talked about occur, right? You're not thinking as clearly. It can lead to an injury. Your muscles are not as hydrated. That can also lead to an injury, right? So we want to make sure that we're really hydrating throughout our workout, because that's going to make a huge, huge difference. If you are thinking, gosh, I'm thirsty during my workout, that's usually when it's too late. So that means that you're already not fully hydrated the way that you need to be. So make sure you hydrate to improve your performance and decrease the risk for injury. Okay, because if you don't, this can lead to strokes, it can lead to heart disease, it can lead to diabetes and so many other things, not just injuries. Okay, so over time, if you're working out, you're not doing these things, these other things can happen. So it's not just about food you eat, it's also about how you exercise and whether or not you're hydrating throughout your workouts. Okay, so you really want to decrease the chance for stroke, heart disease, and diabetes. So this is really, really, really key. It also, when you hydrate, actually increases your level of flexibility and your balance. So that will also help prevent injuries from happening, okay? Other factors include your weight. Weight is directly correlated to the water you should be consuming. Again, half of your body weight, okay? If you're heavier, you may need to consume larger quantities of water so that way you don't become lethargic, okay? Every pound of sweat that's lost equals 1 pint of water that you need to consume, okay? Because sweating means that it cools the body, but at the same time, it's using what you hydrated with. So you need to make sure that you're replenishing what is lost so that your muscles repair themselves during and after your workouts, okay? Otherwise, that can lead to electrolyte imbalances, and it takes your body actually a longer post-reactionary time to recover, okay? The other reasons are glucose-related and energy being used as fuel, okay? Which means that it takes more glucose when you're doing high-intensity level exercises, which means that you need to actually increase the level of electrolytes in your body whether water or through some sort of product that you're consuming that's going to hydrate you, because it's going to take more of that in order to prevent like muscle tears or muscle weakness. It's going to actually help build up your muscles rather than risking more injuries and such and not getting the results that you're looking for. Okay, so you want to make sure that you're doing that, and also from the standpoint that if you're not consuming enough water, it goes back to the sugar levels. Too much glucose and not enough breaking down can lead to other things like blood pressure issues, blood sugar levels. It can also hurt you in the sense of not just muscle tears, but also muscle cramps. Well, we all know if your muscles are cramping, you're probably not performing the way that you were really wanting to in your workout. Okay, and it may prevent you from either carrying out your routine, slowing down your routine, preventing you from lifting or doing something that's an essential part of the activities that you're doing in order to get the results. So it's just preventing the results that you were looking for, essentially. So increase in water does also ensure that the heart doesn't use too much energy and pumping blood to the body and to the muscles. Okay, oxygen and nutrients are easily transported to muscles during exercise when properly hydrating. Okay, waste can also build and slow you down. So again, it's the same thing we covered in Secret 1. Making sure that you stay hydrated is really, really key. Because if you're not expelling that waste, it's building up and it can't properly fire and send signals from the brain to the body. It affects the gut health, it affects everything, it affects your vital organs, so on and so forth. And when you can't perform the way that you're supposed to, your muscles can't do their thing, okay? And it just leads to so many issues. You know, it leads to digestive imbalances, hormone imbalances, lack of sleep, fatigue, so many other things. So just please, you guys, make sure when you're working out, before, during, and after, the key is stay hydrated. Stay tuned next time where we'll cover secret number 3. Until then, take care.